Okay, I'm back. Tell me, Joe, how is that? I've set the microphone again to the Logitech microphone, and if you have got um, audio, let me know. Give me a thumbs up or something. I'm actually going to test it on my other screen here. This is quite a bit frustrating, so let's see how we go. Bear with me. Lip reading only. Okay. Okay. So let's see. I do have audio. I do have audio. I can hear it on my other screen. So okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep moving. I do have audio, Joe. I'm going to keep moving because I'm assuming that it's possibly at your end. So let's see how we go. Okay, after a bumpy start, we are doing Friday Facebook Fix, and I will be sharing with you 10 ways to, or 10 things to do on your Facebook page. Thank you, Joe. You can hear me now, which is cool. On your Facebook business page or your fan page to increase just about everything. Now, I remember when I first did my first Facebook page, I was a bit terrified, and I actually was a bit worried about what everybody was going to think of it, how it was going to go, whether it was going to be successful, or I didn't know who to target, what to put on there, what content to put, but I thought I've just got to get started. And that's what I've been doing, helping people do, because I think there's a real fear when you do something like this, or even starting a group if you're a business owner, when you're launching into this type of arena, the Facebook space, as a small business owner. And I've been finding there's quite a lot of people who are just absolutely terrified, and I understand that because I was terrified too when I first started. I do have to tell you that Facebook doesn't bite. It actually doesn't bite, and if you get the right people around you, the biggest thing is actually learning how to get over yourself so that you can appreciate what you're sharing is what people want to hear. So rather than thinking that people are going to judge you. One of the biggest things I found actually going live is that I just go, oh my God, I don't like the way my mouth looks when I speak. I don't like the way I sound. And then I think, well, if people don't like looking at that, well, then they can go and find someone else to look at, because I can't really do a lot to change that. So things like that is a lot of personal development needed to get over it. But what we can do in the meantime is actually focus on things like doing some things on our business pages. That will help increase your presence. It will increase your organic reach. It will help increase your engagement, and ultimately it will help you increase your customers or your clients. Hey, bro, how you doing? Good to see you. It's been a while. Nice to see you here. So there's my brother from another mother, not a sister from another mister. My brother who lives in Melbourne. We worked together in Red Cross many, many years ago, and it's great to stay connected. So I hope you're doing well, bro. Okay, so let's just start with the top and work through. With your business page, if you have a cover image, let's think about the cover image. Facebook have now rolled out the capacity for you to have a video cover on your cover image. So I'm not seeing a lot of business pages taking up this opportunity. If you are if you're wondering what to put on your cover image as a video, you can get some still shots of, depending on what your business is, but you can actually do, if you can get stills of whatever you like, but images that relate to your business or you doing your business or whatever products or services that you have, and you can put them into a slideshow video using Adobe Spark. You can actually upload that to the cover picture. You can set music to it. You can set voice to it as well. So just have a think about that. If you do have a cover image, if you do have, a lot of footage that you've already got from whether you've been on stage or whether you have done Facebook Lives, and you've got the talent to splice them together so that they make sense and it's like a highlight reel, you could do that as well. I know someone who's done that really well on their page is Mari Smith. So I'll give her Mari. On her, if you just have a look at her page, it's just Mari Smith. It's at the little at symbol. And actually, her page is at Mari Smith. And you can pop over there and have a look at her cover image. She's, they call her the Queen of Facebook, and she's quite. I love everything she does. She's just very, very professional. She's been around. She's been working in the attraction marketing and relationship marketing industry for quite a number of years. And now she said May the 4th, it's been 10 years this year on Facebook for her. So she actually was engaged by Facebook to do a roadshow across America to share with small businesses how to use Facebook for small business. So I follow her quite closely, and I get a lot of great information from her. And what she's done, if you just have a look at what she's done with her cover image, that is really, really good. It's a great inspirational thing. You can go, wow, I could never do that, but you could always aspire to do something like that in the long term. If you don't have the highlight reels from all your stage appearances, you can, like I said, just put still images together using Adobe Spark or another video maker and then set it to music, or you can even do voiceover. Put some text on there as well. I've done that with my cover, the cover image of my business pages, both the Hypnotherapy with a Dare and also social media for small biz owners. And I put just some text on there with a call to action. So that's a really, really good way to start. Just play with it a bit, because it's not a set and forget. You can change this stuff up all the time. So just get excited about the sorts of things that you can do here. If you have a profile picture that is it is a logo, or it is as a hypnotherapist, I actually work with other hypnotherapists to teach them to attract clients, and I also work with people who aren't hypnotherapists, but that's how I sort of got into this industry. And quite often I work with people in the alternative healing modalities, and quite often I see massage therapists with, I think you've heard me say this before probably, there's a beautiful picture of a lotus flower on the profile picture, and I say, well, I love the lotus flowers. I think they're gorgeous, but I don't want to be massaged by a lotus flower, especially if I'm looking for a masseuse and looking to connect with a local massage masseuse. So if you do have to use a logo, that's totally legitimate, totally fine. If you're doing a video cover image, you can actually put your logo as embedded in every single slide, or every in the video on your cover picture. So you don't need to have your logo in your profile picture. You can still have it somewhere on the top third of your page. If you really are wedded to having it as a profile picture, then include a picture of you, of your face, somewhere on the top third. So it would be on the cover image or the cover video. Okay, that was point 2. Point 3 is your call to action button. You know, the big blue button which used to sit next to the message button underneath your cover image. I think now I've seen it move in the last couple of weeks. It's actually on the lower left hand side, of the page, and that's, I don't know why that's moved. And I've seen just yesterday a picture with that. But Facebook are tweaking with it all the time, so tweaking the pages and the formats. So it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get when you pop into your business page, because every day it's different. There's so many different things happening on your page. It's quite exciting. Your call to action button. Now, most people that I look at their pages, they either have call now, or they have things like send a message. Sending a message, what that does is it actually duplicates the message button. So you're denying yourself giving people that visit your page an option to do another call to action. And I actually suggest that, and I've actually asked business owners who have call now on their page, I'd suggest, unless you're a pizza shop or somewhere where they can ring and like to go in and make an order and go and collect, or unless you are really connected well with your clients and you're not looking to attract new people to your business page, then I would suggest the call now button is probably a waste of time. I've actually asked people, I've said to them, when I see the call now button, how's that working for you? How many calls do you get using that call to action? And I have never had one small business owner say, I'm flooded with calls. In fact, 99% of them say, I've never had a call that I know of that's come from the page. But then I guess, they might have had some, but they don't necessarily, may not ask. But most people say that because you can actually monitor your insights. You can tell how many people have clicked on that call to action button, and you can tell how many people, if you've got send you messages, so you can actually monitor it. But what I do suggest for people who are looking to attract new clients using their Facebook business page, have a watch video and put your video up. Do a video. If you're not entirely confident doing a video, I suggest that you actually use something like Adobe Spark or Animoto, and do a video that has a bit about yourself. I'm going to talk about the about section in a little while. That's step 5, or that's the 5th thing, is looking at the about section. When you do your video and to put it in the under the call to action tab, watch video, when you do that, I'm going to suggest a formula that you would also include in your about section, and that's you, we, and I. So if you've developed your avatar, and just bear in mind that 99% of entrepreneurs do not develop an avatar. If you haven't developed your avatar, do one now, because you need to be specific about who you're serving, about what their pain points are, about what blows their hair, about what their interests are, and then you can match the solution that you have to what they're looking for. Some of them don't even know that they're looking for it. Have your avatar, and when you've done that, you can talk to their pain points. So when you start your video, you can say you talk about you. So are you frustrated with? Is life not doing? Is your website not? What is it that you do that is going to be a solution for their pain point? But what you always do is start with you. Talk to the person. Most people start with I. Hi, I'm Adair. And hi, I do this, and this. And hi, here, buy my service. People don't like that on Facebook. What you can do is talk to them. You say, are you, is your. And then the second part is we. Together we will go on a journey. Together we will explore what options you have. We will explore, and it is something that is about what you and your potential client will do together. Yeah, so it's like linking arms with them and going on a journey. So you're actually walking alongside them. Give them that feel that that's what you're doing. The third part of it is then you can talk about I, and it's all about you. So then you can say at the end of that, hi, I'm Adair Palmer, and my passion is to help small businesses get increased clients, get increased presence, and to find their way around the maze of this amazing platform that we know as Facebook. Do something like that, and pin that to the top of the your page. I think that's what I was talking about. Oh, sorry. Pin that to your call to action button. So use that video. You can do a live video if you're game, or if you are not looking to do live right now, you can do just a video on your mobile device or on your computer, and then upload it as not live, as a static video, and then add it to your call to action button, watch video. The reason I say this is because we were at Kerwin Ray's masterclass in February, and he was saying that you have 22 touch points. Or if you're looking to buy a service or a product from somebody, most people need about 22 touch points for before they will actually purchase. So what that means is they might see you on their timeline, they might visit your page, they might like your page, they might see a post come up in the news feed. So that's, each one of those is a touch point. Hey, Roy's in the house. Does that copy Murray Smith? Hey, great to see you, Roy. Yay, my friend Roy. Roy is from Net Friending. Hey, I'll speed through this, Roy, and if you've got a couple of moments, we could maybe have a chat about what you and April are doing, because that would be awesome. I usually wind up at about 10:30, so I'll talk super fast, and if you want to, just jump on and we can have a chat about it. So that's awesome. So back to the point 3, the call to action. If you have a video, then, and Roy's probably going to call me out on this one because he doesn't do videos, he does audios. But if you have a video, then I believe that your touch points are much, that's 5 of those 22 touch points. I've got no scientific data to base this on, but what I've noticed is that if you have videos and people see you they see you talking, they see your face, and I got recognised the other day in the local supermarket. So big shout out. April, yeah, April, jump in, that would be awesome. Big shout out to Jo, and I actually saw her yesterday in the supermarket, but she said, oh, I see you on Facebook, and I'd never met her before, but someone in my local community that I'm connected to on Facebook recognised me because I do videos on Facebook. So it's a real testimony to the power of video. So if I was just doing posts and not doing as much video as I do, I doubt whether that she would have picked it up and sort of recognised me as easily as what she did. Okay, so number 4, we're looking at, are your tabs optimised? So on your business page, excuse me, if you go into the settings, you'll see that you've got settings, edit page, and you'll have your default settings for your page. Depending on what template you're using for your business page will depend on what those default settings are. What I like to do is change them up a bit. So if I'm having an event, I like to put the event up to the top of the page. I like to also have my giveaway, which is the health checklist for your business page. I like to give that away. And here's a little plug right now. If you go just to the left, wherever that is here, I think it's the other way to what I'm pointing. If you go to the left of my business page, social media for small biz owners, if you are actually viewing this on my business page, then you will be able to grab the free health checklist and go through this and do a bit of a checklist on your health check on your own business page to see what you're doing really well and what you can improve on doing. So if you have a freebie giveaway that you want to give away, if you have something that you want to bring to people's attention, pop that at the top. So you can reorder your tabs and have that at the top of your page. Number 5, going into the About section. Now, earlier I did, Joe's going, I've got some big guns joining me today. Thank you. Yeah, these guys are awesome. That would be good if April was here too. They are fantastic. Really, Roy, I'm a bit scared to talk to Roy because he makes me think. And he'll probably be going, yeah, that's really cool because, but I go, oh dear, I have to put my humble hat on when I talk to Roy because he does challenge me a little bit. And I'm tomorrow or Sunday, I've got it in my diary where we're doing the, we're having a chat about unpacking some things that Roy had recently made me think about the difference between having a meet and greet interview or a interview. And Roy's now going, lol. I'm really, really keen to hear what you and April have to say about the difference between meet and greet and an interview. And I did listen to the podcast you did, but I think it needs to be unpacked a bit more. So I'm really looking forward to that conversation, Roy. Let's see. Okay. The About section of your business page. Again, use the you, we, I formula. The you is all about your client, your customer, your avatar, what their pain points are, what their desires are, what their interests are, what blows their hair back, what keeps them up at night, what they would pay money to have solved. That's them. The first couple of paragraphs is all about them. The second couple of paragraphs is all about we. That's about the journey that we will take together to identify and resolve the pain points of the issues that you have. And then in the last section, do I. Then you can talk about I. I'm a Deb Palmer and this is what blows my hair back. These are my qualifications and here's how I can help you. Okay, point 6 is what about your content? Okay, what about it? Content. How many people have got good content on their pages? Now, I'm with the Be Live TV group. If you want to pop over there and join the group, actually, I'll just pop it here. You can get a shout out to Be Live, Be Livers group. I should put a link in there. That Be Livers group is a group that is set up to help people who want to go live and use the Be Live platform to further their Facebook Live broadcasts. And actually, I love it because it does give a whole heap of options and opportunities that you don't get with just Facebook Live streaming. And this, you can actually share your screen. You can have up to 3 people, guests into the lobby. So when you're doing your lives as part of your content. Now, where was I? I've just got to go back and find where I was up to. Yes. Okay. I've just skipped a thought there. I've done a Billy Connolly. Have anyone seen Billy Connolly? Here, I've done it again. Look, a squirrel. You go, oh, I'm on this train of thought. And then I get this other train of thought and I meander down that path and that sounds pretty good. And then I come to the end of that path and go, there was some connection I was going to make, but I've completely lost it. And it doesn't actually matter because I will keep going on about the content. And if it comes back to me, I will share. Go over to the Be Live group and check them out. They are awesome. Roy is saying the Be Live TV Facebook page and I get the group. Okay. All right. I've got 3 minutes. I've got to really talk fast here. We're up to point 6. Content people put on their page is quite often sucky. I don't know how to say that nicely, but I go to people's pages. I've reviewed and done health checks on literally hundreds of pages, and mostly it is promotional, mostly it is salesy, mostly it is stuff that nobody really wants to see. Now, if you want to get engagement and reach on your business page, Put stuff on there people will engage with. Now, this is really interesting because I found gifts. This is so cool. If you go, oh, okay, so Roy's going to grab the link for us. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate that. And the page link as well. Yes, get over to the page, check out the page, and then also join the group, Be Live as group. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate that. Okay, so if your content is not creative, is not pitched at what your avatar or your perfect client or your ideal friend, your imaginary friend, your alter ego wants to see and value and engage in, you will find that when you post stuff on your business page, nobody will see it, nobody will engage with it, and it will be like crickets. And I think this is really one of the most important things that we overlook is the content. I've actually written a blog called Creating Content That Rocks, and I've borrowed heavily from, thanks, Roy's going, my pleasure. I've borrowed heavily from some of the leaders, and I mean, obviously there is a whole host of things that you can do on your page if you have a look at what other people are doing that are it's creative, it is engaging. The simplest post, I think, often the best. One of the things that I put on my page recently that's shot the engagement up is you just using a GIF. Describe how you're feeling right now. And that is something that people can do. It's a bit of fun and it gets them interacting on your page. Another hint with that, if you post on your page and then share it across to your timeline, any posts that come onto your post from your timeline actually get attributed back to your page as engagement. So it's another little hack to get the engagement happening on your page. But just share sparingly onto your timeline. So don't post all of your posts onto your timeline, but just ones that you know that people on your friends list are going to really love and enjoy and engage with. So I like to put the fun ones on my page and then pop them across to my timeline. Try and make them a little bit relevant to your business, but the other posts are that Kim Gast actually calls relatable posts. Now they're very popular too. Relatable posts are ones like the Monday, with the cup of coffee and the, oh my God, it's Monday, hump day Wednesday, or TGIF, thank God it's Friday, all those types of posts, because people relate to them. And if you pop them up there, you'll find that you could possibly get more engagement on them. It's got nothing to do with your business, but it really does have a lot to do with relating and engaging. And if people find your post relatable, then they are more likely to relate to it. So, okay, number 7, how is your engagement? And this follows on closely from the content. Now, doing those sorts of things like popping the relatable content on there, again, I'm going to quote Kim Gast because I'm in her inner circle, and she's excellent, provides excellent training on Facebook and also other social media platforms. But as you know, I niche in Facebook only. And she says, if a share is worth, if a like is worth 1 point, a share is worth 5, then and a comment is worth 5, then a share is worth 20 points. I really like that analogy that she's talking about, because it really, really goes to show that you can focus on your content on getting engagement and getting people to share. So when you're creating your content, always be thinking about how are people going to engage. Think about your calls to action. Think about what your avatar, or I call it alter ego, because my avatar is a previous version of myself. But what are they going to see that they're going to be amused by, that's going to tug at their heartstrings, that's going to be educational for them, that's going to entertain them? That's where your focus is. It's not on what you want to give them, it's what they want to receive. That's where that's where it gets really sexy. And then it's like a self-licking ice cream. This is another one of Kim Gast's sayings. It's like a self-licking ice cream. So if you do a post and nobody engages with it, Facebook goes, meh, nobody likes it. So they won't show anybody. But if you do a post that people start engaging with, Facebook goes, well, people like this. People are engaging with it. So they show more people. So then the more people that see it, the more people engage with it, the more Facebook shows it. So your focus and your strategy when you're creating your content is always to think about how much engagement, how much can I get people to engage in this post. So that is, I've got a quote down here, as Zig Ziglar says, and I know, Roy, you might have even got, did I get this from you? I reckon I might have, Roy. You can get whatever you want if you help enough people get what they want. So that is, I reckon I saw you quote Zig Ziglar, and I think that's where probably in my unconscious it just bubbled up. So I've written that in my blog. There we go. So we're running a little bit over time, but I just want to go a couple more. Point 8 is using events and using notes. When you use events, and you can use events for a whole range of things, whether you're doing a fire sale or you're doing an actual event or you're having an running an online course or whatever you're doing. Yes, and Roy's going, yes, Ziglar, yes, yay, we love Zig Ziglar. So use your events and use your events. Work it, baby. Don't just put your event up and leave it. Work your event. Work it like it's the event. Work the event invitation like it's the event. So what happens is if you do an event on your personal profile and then you can add your business page as a event host, and you can conscript other people. Conscript is probably too harsh a word. You can encourage your friends, and perhaps if you've got business partners or people that you want to do joint ventures with, you can encourage them to help you as well. Put them on also as co-hosts. Then they can invite their friends along to the event, and you can invite your friends along to the event. Then you can do lives in the event. You can keep putting little tidbits of information and build up the excitement, build up the awareness, because every time somebody gets a notification that every time you do a post in the discussion section of the event, people get a notification. The ones who have said that they're coming and the ones who have said that they're interested get a notification that the event is on. I've just got a notification. Am I watching the eclipse? Actually, no, I'm not at the moment. That's really cool. But I hear it's big over in the US. So the events, I think, again, one of the most underused, underrated, underexplored opportunities that you will have as a small business owner on Facebook. I could do a whole thing. Actually, in fact, I might do next week. I might do a real deep dive into how to use events. I actually do them in the Code Breakers. We do deep dives into all of these in the Facebook Code Breakers. But then I'm just giving you some little snippets, which is useful information anyway, some stuff that you can do and take away immediately. Using notes, particularly if you don't have a website. I didn't have a website until earlier this year. If you don't have a website and you want one, see my friend Steph Rigby or Joe Lockery. He does websites as well and he is here from Joe, you're not joining in as Rebel Web Solutions. Joe, because you're here, if you're still here, you can put a link to your business page there. I'll give you a little shout out because you jump in every week and you're here, and I really do appreciate that. So you deserve the shout out too. Joe does websites. He's a good good apple, good oil. He knows the stuff. He knows his stuff. So if you don't have a website, get one. But I didn't have one until January this year because I didn't actually. My main business was. Thank you. There we go, Joe from Rebel Web Solutions. Ta-da! check him out. So if you, let me see. Yes, because my main business was hypnotherapy, but now social media has really taken over that. I still practice hypnotherapy, but seems to be demanding. The demand is really here, and I'm really enjoying helping other hypnotherapists help more people. So I feel my reach can, I can help more people this way, which is really sits well with my value base. So back to notes. If you're doing notes, if you don't have a website for blogs, or even if you do, you can use notes for longer bloggy type posts that don't fall down the timeline, because they have their own section under the under your profile picture. This is all for PC or laptop. I'm not sure how it actually looks on mobile, because like 90% of people access Facebook on their mobile device. So just check how that comes across on mobile as well. But it is brilliant if you want to add pictures, add videos, if you want to do some basic formatting. It is really good for that. And you can also send links using the edit page function in your settings. You can send links to notes to different people as well. The other one is to verifying your page. Verifying your page is like, because there's 65 million pages on Facebook, verify your page. If you see verified pages, there's a little grey tick with a circle around it, which is under the profile picture on the laptop or desktop. And it is like, I call it like the Heart Foundation tick of approval. Facebook makes you jump through some hoops to prove that you're legit. And because I'm sure that there are some dodgy pages here, I haven't been able to prove that I'm legit. Doesn't mean that I'm dodgy. It just means that my phone number isn't actually associated at the moment with my business page. So let's do I've just got some notes here, like, oh, look at the squirrel. I've got to focus. I'm going to turn all notifications when I'm doing this, because I do get sidetracked. Okay, back to it, and we've run over time, but I will want to just say the last one is milestones. Now, Facebook loves a good party, and so do your peeps. Use your milestones. You'll find them. They used to be in your about section, but now you'll find them if you're looking at your page from the admin view. If you go up under the cover picture there, you'll see, you won't see like, you'll see share, or there's some, let me see, I can just look at mine, can't I? You'll see liked, following, share, and then there's three little dots. On those three little dots right down the bottom, it's got create milestone. So have a party. I had a party for the milestone of 1,000 members in my group, Social Media for Small Biz Owners. I had a week-long party here in the Girl Cave. I had streamers and balloons and party poppers, and I did a special live every day for a week. And we'll be doing that again for 2,000 members. But if you get 100 likes on your page, if you get your 50th client, if you get whatever, if you just feeling like you're having a great day, create a milestone. Well, have a party, just really celebrate it, because it actually comes up in your about section as well. It does give you an opportunity to put some more energy, increased energy into your page. And I think that's what people would like, is what they're attracted to when they come into your business page. If it's like, if there's no energy there, if there's no life in the page, they're not likely to stay. But if it's captivating, if it's engaging, if there's good posts and high levels of interaction, more people will come. So there you have it, 10 things you can do to, what did I call it, on your business page for increased everything. I probably need to work on that title a bit, but it was one that just sort of flowed out. Okay, I do want to share with you, I'm running another course on the 28th of August till the 3rd of September, 28th, 29th, no, 28th of August to the 3rd of September. It is called 747 Accelerate, Creating Massive Engagement and Organic Reach on Your Facebook Business Page. This course is a week-long intensive that goes over some of the things that I have spoken about today, and it's every morning. You get a 7 to 10 minute video in your email, in your inbox. You have a activity to do for the day and a bit of a challenge to report back to the private group to hold yourself accountable. It's designed to be what they call snackable, so little bite-sized chunks of things that you can do immediately to help build your presence and build your business page. So it covers some of the things that I've talked about here, but it also, there's one every day for a week. You get a private Facebook group. I'm live in the group and I answer questions and help you in that week really get your Facebook business page up and running. So that's why it's called 747 Accelerate, Creating Massive Engagement and Organic Reach on Your Facebook Business Page. They've had such amazing testimonies from people who have actually done the course. It's only $27 US and it's very, very affordable. That price is going to go up, but it is very affordable. And once you purchase your seat in the course, you actually can stay in the course and redo it for as many times as you like. So I've just, not the last course, I'm running one right now, but the course before, I just redid all the material because there are so many changes that are happening on Facebook every day. Like the next one, they will include things like the Facebook TV, which was just announced this week. Facebook TV is a massive thing. It's going to disrupt the way we view everything about what we do with our TV viewing. It's going to, I can see the future of this is going to be massive. So get on board. Do yourself a favor. While it's still very, very affordable, your investment is only $27 US, and you'll be able to keep up with what's happening because it does make your head spin. All right, on that note, it's Adair Palmer. I look forward to seeing you online, and thank you, Joe and Roy and Stephen, my bro. Thank you all for joining me, and others who popped in and haven't said hello. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you, and we'll see you next Friday for Friday Facebook Fix. Bye for now.